Imagine a world where every single moment of your day is completely devoted to the pursuit of feeling good and having constant, simple fun. This world promises endless entertainment and satisfaction. It is designed to meet your every single craving and desire almost instantly and without any effort. But what is the real price you would pay for this? Could chasing happiness all the time actually make us slaves instead of setting us free? Today, we will explore how seeking pleasure can be a modern trap. This is a warning that author Aldous Huxley gave to us a long time ago. We will use timeless wisdom and modern psychology. They will show how our desire for comfort might be quietly taking away our freedom and even our humanity. By the end of this, we will share a powerful insight. This perspective could completely change the way that you look at your life forever. Let's start this journey to understand the hidden dangers of pleasure. We will learn how to win back our freedom in a world full of distractions. Aldous Huxley wrote a famous book, Brave New World. It shows a scary future where people trade their freedom for a fake kind of happiness. In his world, citizens are kept calm with a drug called soma. This drug ensures they are always content, even if their lives are totally meaningless. Huxley's world was not controlled by prisons or chains. It was controlled by pleasure that was so strong that nobody ever thought about trying to resist. He argued that this is the most clever form of control. People do not even realize they are controlled when they are feeling happy all the time. Now, think about our world today. We get constant alerts from our phones and scroll through social media feeds that never seem to actually end. Aren't we being offered our own version of soma? We get endless digital pleasures that are designed to keep us occupied and happily distracted from reality. Psychologists like Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi warn us about this. He is well known for his important work on the psychological concept of flow, or deep engagement. He says that while technology can create some fun moments, it also traps us. We get stuck in cycles of addictive behaviors that are hard to escape. Special computer programs feed us pleasures made just for us. They show videos and ads that keep us hooked, but we often feel empty afterwards. Think about how often you grab your phone for a quick hit of joy. Do you find that hours pass by, leaving you feeling more drained? This search for pleasure has a dark side. Modern psychology calls this the hedonic treadmill. It explains how we quickly get used to feeling good. This concept shows that no matter how much happiness we get, we soon go back to our normal baseline level. The joy from new things fades. Whether it is a new car or a delicious meal, the joy disappears. Soon, we start craving the next fix to make us feel happy again. In Huxley's words, we become prisoners to our own desires. We are always chasing a feeling of satisfaction that we can never quite seem to catch. This is not just an idea. It's a real and serious problem. Research shows a link between modern comforts and declining mental health for many people. A 2020 study found that too much screen time is linked to higher rates of anxiety and depression, especially from using social media platforms a lot. What's more alarming is how this cycle works. The more sad and alone we feel, the more we look for comfort from our digital devices. But these are the very same devices that are helping to make us feel miserable. This creates a trap that is very difficult to break free from. So, what is the true cost of this endless pursuit of pleasure? What do we lose when our main goal is just to feel good? Philosopher Viktor Frankl was a Holocaust survivor. He argued that real fulfillment doesn't come from chasing happiness, but from finding a purpose in life. He believed that when people lack meaning in their lives, they look for distractions. This only makes their feelings of emptiness even deeper over time. Ask yourself this question: are you living a life with a clear purpose? Or have you let the pursuit of pleasure dictate all of your choices? This is not just a philosophical thought exercise. It is a very practical question that affects the small choices we make every single day. Each day, we face many small decisions. Should we binge watch another television series? Or should we spend that quality time with the people we love? Should we scroll aimlessly on our phones? Or should we invest that same time in our own personal growth and learning something new and useful? These small moments may not seem very important at the time, but over the years, they all add up and build the framework of our lives. Aldous Huxley once remarked that most human beings have an almost infinite capacity for taking things for granted and not appreciating what they currently have. In our constant pursuit of pleasure, we risk forgetting the deeper joys of life. These include our relationships, our creativity, and helping other people. This brings us to a very powerful and important insight. When pleasure is pursued recklessly, it does not actually lead us to true freedom at all. Instead, it creates invisible chains that hold us back from our goals. These chains bind us to habits and cravings that waste our energy and time. We will now explore the hidden systems that profit from our addiction to pleasure. We will also see how we can begin to break free. For now, reflect on this important question. Are you living as a free individual? Or are you just a consumer in a world that profits from you? Let this thought guide you as we go deeper. We will learn more about ourselves and how to find true liberation from these modern digital traps. Imagine a marketplace where your attention is the currency. In this world, the most valuable commodity is not gold or oil. The prize is you. Every moment that you spend scrolling or clicking is a transaction. You are not just engaging with content. You are being bought and sold by companies. This is called the attention economy. It is a system that thrives by keeping you addicted to pleasure and locked in a cycle of consumption. To understand this system, we must look at our own biology. Our brains are naturally wired to seek out rewards that make us feel very good. Neuroscientist Dr. Robert Sapolsky has revealed that our brains are built to seek rewards. When we feel pleasure, our brain releases a chemical called dopamine. This dopamine hit reinforces our behaviors and makes us want to repeat the action. The feeling makes us come back for more and more of it. But here is the catch. The anticipation of pleasure often releases more dopamine than the actual pleasure itself. The waiting is the most exciting part. This is why we eagerly wait for a text message reply. It is the possibility of a reward that keeps us completely hooked to our phones. The attention economy uses this to turn us into perpetual seekers. We are always yearning for something more, but never feeling truly and completely satisfied. Think about how this shows up in your daily life. Do you ever find yourself checking your phone without even realizing why you are doing it? Do you ever crave something like a snack or a video? Do you then feel hollow and empty once you have gotten what you wanted? These are not just coincidences. They are carefully engineered experiences. They are designed by companies to exploit our natural human vulnerabilities for their own profit. Tristan Harris, a former Google design ethicist, explains this well. He says platforms are designed to exploit our weaknesses to keep us hooked on them. They create what he calls intermittent variable rewards. This is a mechanism that has been borrowed from casino slot machines to keep us all addicted. Let's connect this back to Aldous Huxley's vision. In his book, the pursuit of pleasure wasn't just a personal failing. It was a societal tool for control. The people were so consumed by their own desires. They did not notice or even care about the loss of their own autonomy and their freedom. Today, we face a very similar threat to our society. We may not be taking a drug like Soma, but we are inundated with digital distractions. These distractions serve the same purpose that Soma did. They are designed to pacify us and keep us compliant and easy to control as consumers. But why does this matter so much in the long run? Because the pursuit of pleasure, when left unchecked, does not just rob us of our time. When we prioritize fleeting gratification over meaningful pursuits, we sacrifice the opportunity we have to grow, to learn, and to contribute something of value. Author Cal Newport highlights how shallow engagement with technology erodes our ability to focus. He says it hurts our ability to achieve mastery in any skill. He argues that the greatest rewards in life come not from easy pleasures. They come from sustained effort and the ability to have deep concentration. Consider this for a moment. How much of your time is spent on activities that truly enrich your life in a lasting and meaningful way? How often do you prioritize immediate satisfaction over your own long-term fulfillment? These questions are not meant to shame you, but to awaken you. Recognizing our own patterns is the very first step. It is the beginning of the journey toward reclaiming our freedom from these powerful modern systems. And yet, breaking free is much easier said than done. The system we live in does not just encourage pleasure-seeking. It also normalizes it for everyone. We see advertisements promising instant happiness. Our culture also equates success with having a lot of material wealth and expensive consumer goods to show off. Philosopher Erich Fromm warned of this trap. He said that modern society's obsession with possession over being leads to a very superficial and empty existence. What then is the alternative path for us to take? It begins with a shift in our mindset from seeking pleasure to seeking a real purpose. This does not mean we should abandon all joy or indulgence. It means we need to rethink their proper role in a happy and fulfilling life. Psychologist Martin Seligman has shown that the most fulfilling lives are those that are centered on meaning, deep engagement, and good personal relationships with others. Pleasure is a part of this equation, but it is not the whole thing. Lasting satisfaction comes from a much deeper place than simple, fleeting joys. Take a moment to reflect on what brings you true joy. Not the fleeting kind, but the lasting satisfaction that comes from creating, connecting, and contributing. Can you identify one area of your life where you're prioritizing short-term gratification over long-term growth? This awareness is the first step toward change. As we delve deeper, we'll explore practical ways to break free. We can break the chains of the attention economy and rediscover our own power. For now, hold on to this truth. The pursuit of pleasure, when it is left unchecked, can become a pursuit of slavery for modern people. To be truly free, we must learn to discern between what delights us and what ultimately destroys us. The difference is very important to understand. The answers to these questions are not in the next distraction. They are found in the quiet moments of self-reflection we take for ourselves. Let's continue this journey together. We can uncover how to reclaim our time, our focus, and in the end, our lives from these powerful forces. What comes next will challenge everything you think you know. It will question your ideas about what true happiness and real freedom really mean. Now, let's go deeper into the consequences of a life driven only by pleasure. This has an impact on both individuals and entire societies. Thinkers like Huxley and modern psychologists have taught us an important lesson. Unchecked hedonism has not just enslaved people. It can also reshape our entire societies. Consider the concept of soft tyranny. This is a term used to describe a type of control that feels comforting rather than oppressive and harsh. Alexis de Tocqueville warned that people might one day willingly surrender their freedoms. They might do this just for the sake of comfort and security. This is the exact world that Huxley envisioned in Brave New World. It was a society lulled into compliance, not by fear, but by pleasure. Now, look at our world. We are promised ease and comfort every day. Smart devices and delivery apps make our lives much more convenient than before. While these things make life more comfortable, they also make us more dependent. The less effort we put into living, the more power we give up. But here is the hidden danger of this situation. This dependence on technology doesn't feel like enslavement at all. It feels like progress and improvement. As Huxley wrote, a really efficient totalitarian state would be one where slaves do not have to be coerced because they actually love their servitude. Think about how this applies to your own life. How many of your decisions are made freely, and how many are influenced by algorithms and trends? When was the last time you chose discomfort for the sake of growth? Or did you just opt for the path of least resistance instead? Philosopher Søren Kierkegaard described this as the despair of the aesthetic life. This is when people seek pleasure at the expense of meaning and responsibility. Modern psychology backs up these insights from philosophy. Studies show that people who prioritize intrinsic goals, like personal growth, report higher levels of happiness over time. Yet our culture constantly pushes us toward extrinsic rewards, like wealth and fame. Why does this happen so much in our modern world today? It is because a society built on consumerism depends on dissatisfaction. If you were truly content, you would not need the latest gadget or product. This is why advertisers don't just sell products. They sell lifestyles. They make you believe that happiness is always just one more purchase away. But here is the real truth of the matter. No amount of external pleasure can ever fill an internal void or a feeling of deep emptiness. The relentless pursuit of pleasure is often just a way to avoid the harder but more rewarding work of real and honest self-discovery. So, how do we escape this modern trap? It begins with awareness. We must learn to recognize the systems and behaviors that keep us enslaved. Let us now confront the heart of the matter. Real freedom comes not from doing whatever we want, but from the discipline to choose what truly matters.